Hello, all you wonderful people. If you're watching this in the replay, this is Club Sega. There are many of these in Japan. This is just one of many. There used to be a heck of a lot more, but this is a good example of like a Sega's long commitment to arcades in this country. I'm going to walk around the side so you can see the front of it as well, or the side. Just outside the center of Tokyo right now. And I just think like it's so funny. Like I live near the Joyopolis, which is Sega's theme park, which there's only a few of them left in Asia. There's one in Hong Kong and one in Tokyo, and that's or not in Hong Kong, in someplace in China. But we're gonna go in here. Hey, Kisan, good to see you. We're gonna walk in here just see what's like. What is everything here? Mostly got a ton of gachapon stuff. Kingdom Hearts 3 has been out for quite a while, Mr. Huntsmack. Hey, Mainframe, good to see you. I haven't seen quite a while. I just did a video on Sanrio train station just recently. And I've got a couple more videos set up to go. What is this? Hairdryer? Little USB hairdryer or earphones. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna walk in here, check it out. So, oh, he's Mariah Ken. I think his name is Mariah Ken. I have not seen. I've played the third game yet, so I don't know. I wouldn't know. Hey, Phoenix, Arizona. Greetings. Greetings from Tokyo, Japan. All this stuff here. A lot of like UFO catcher stuff. Rikuma. Am I hanging out? No. What is this? I forget what that's called. The Hunter Killer or something like that. Robot Hunter. Whoa! Thank you, SNS 3000. I appreciate that. I thank you for the super chat. It's very cool. Detective Conan. Now I didn't know how popular this show was until I moved out to Japan. SNS 3000 is a huge supporter of the channel, and I really appreciate you, man. Like, just thanks for coming on and talking. Thanks for being a mod. I'm terrible at these games. Absolutely terrible. Like, no chance in heck can I get these. And you're gonna drop probably about like 7 yen if you want to win anything in these places. Ginza Crazy Corner. So there's omiyage, like candy and stuff in these. Big things of Pocky. Hey man, I mean, like, if you like this stuff, that's good on you, but dude, these things, like, these ones are really hard. What I've learned about these Pacific Claw machines, they call them UFO catchers out here, is that they are quite difficult, and they really enjoy like the challenge is pushing them down. But there's no way. I don't think I'd win any of these if I even tried. There's Buzz Lightyear's Star Command. Apparently he glows in the dark. I still don't consider Buzz Lightyear like a new character. Like I didn't think he was that interesting when I was a kid. I always liked Woody. What is this? Team Epic? Team Pop Epic? I've never watched Dragon Ball Super. I've only watched Dragon Ball Z. These things are really popular out here. The ears move. I mean, I've seen them on YouTube videos and stuff, but it's amazing how popular they are. There was a car festival near where I was at yesterday, and they had the same car that's famous from Initial D. We're gonna go up to the metal machine. I said, "Ooh, I'd like one of these, but I don't have a TV. I would love to have like a little crappy game system." I'm sure there's only like one game on it. I'm sure it's terrible. Here's what you need in your life. It's unfortunate that Conan never caught on. They aired some episodes on Adult Swim. I feel like something's hit me in the butt. It's hit me in the butt. They aired some episodes. Really, I didn't. I mean, like it's interesting how that show never really made it. Like I never heard about it in the States. I went out to a nomikai, a drinking party one time, and the person said, "I'm Conan." Like he was saying that this person is Conan, and I thought it was like the Barbarian. I was like, "You guys know about Conan the Barbarian?" And like, no. Kodomo no Tenshi, detective. Ta ten. I just recently learned the word for detective. If you want to play football but with cards here, it's like a card playing game. They get really into these things out here. Futsia. Hey, Movie Maniac. By the way, I tried to reply to everybody. I'm sorry I did not reply to your comment saying that it was cool, or interesting, the Hello Kitty train station. I hope to come back and go see the actual arcade. So I still think this is weird, the gunship girl game stuff. Apparently there are cards involved in this too, but I'll be damned if I could ever figure out how to play it. Like people get their own box sets and stuff of this. If I want to go up, I have to go up the escalator. Hey, Mr. Kondo. I was in Vietnam roughly about 4 months ago. I really enjoyed it. Loved Vietnam. Saigon, I love the most out of everything in Vietnam. Hanoi was very nice too, but I wish I could go back. United States, it was renamed case closed. I've heard that. Wow, that's weird. John's super popular out here. Wouldn't know why, but it is. Fake Grand Order. I think we're going up to the metal machines up here, which are the coin machines. Which at these places, I don't believe you can win anything. But that's not the point. The point is just to kind of have fun, right? Yeah, I hope I can go back. I went to the Chu Chi tunnels outside of Ho Chi Minh, about like maybe a couple of cities over from Ho Chi Minh. That was really cool. Chrono Regalia. Man, what's funny about a lot of these games is it looks like you can just play them on your cell phone. But they're trying to make a reason why people come into arcades anymore. Which I'm still surprised that there are like, you know, arcades still available and they're all in like great condition. But then again, you're not going to get like, well, right now it's Lupin the Third. Hey, la. I bet you're never going to get games like this. But I don't live in Osaka anymore, so it's going to be a lot difficult, a lot harder to go out to USJ. I know I'm like the USJ guy, but you got to change my thing and actually do more exploration videos. I mean, some people can do these games really well. I am not one of these people. This is one of the most difficult things in the world to me. I respect anyone who does, though. I mean, like this guy over here is going to town. You can put in your own headphones so you can hear the music. So when it's like super loud in here, which at night these places get really loud, you can focus on your game. And then you got the battle pods. I believe the Gundam battle pods, which I don't think anyone's in there. We can go take a sneak peek in here. Go take it out, check it out. So you need about five or $1.25 to play. Wait, no, it might be $5 to play this, because that says credits five. It's $1 for each thing. But man, these things are awesome. You might have seen the Star Wars one. It's very similar to this, except this you work in a group, and you're trying to play together. Of course, everything is in Japanese, so it's a little difficult. But you'll play against people around the world. But almost every Sega or big arcade has these now. I remember I went to Dragon Con maybe about 6 or 7 years ago, and I first saw my first battle pod. They were like super cheap at like 2 o'clock in the morning, so we stayed up late and played games on that. And I think this is another music game, Ongeki. Yeah, stuff is cool. Dude, this is Club Sega. I know they're pretty crazy, right, Daito? Hey, Greg Room. Well, I mean, if you look at the Tekken, they've got that, and that's it. That's all they got. The rest is like food. I think it's not anything else. It's not owned by Sega, so it's a different company. It's pretty crazy. Hey, Finding Neverland. The Star Wars game. I love the speed bike section. My God, that's like the most fun. That one's the best. There's nothing Sonic related here, even though it's Sega. There's a Sega World in Osaka, but it's just a 2-level arcade, 2-floor arcade. And there is Joyopolis, which has some Sega or like Sonic related things, but that time is over in theory. I like that they have random things here that you could just win, but no one takes them because this is Japan. I spent one whole day doing metal games, which is a daunting task. It's like the precursor to gambling. It's basically like going on a casino floor and just not be able to win anything. But yeah, that was Club Sega. That's one of the few remaining places. I read I was on Arch Last Defunctland, and they were talking about how Club Sega Sega is kind of like is an interesting company that made theme parks and stuff, and now there's only like 2 things left. Yeah, but a lot of people in Japan, even though they have consoles and stuff, the consoles are known for being not too like people don't have like specific things. So like arcades are still like there are things you can only get at the arcade, and people fall in love with that. But I agree with you in America, there's really nothing that's brings you into an arcade when you can get the exact same style graphics and you don't have to pay a ton of money to finish a game. Tokyo's streaming pretty well. I've got a couple videos heading up in the near future here. I'm really looking forward to editing too, but I don't want to make so many videos that I'm like, oh crap, now I have nothing to show. Because though I may not seem it, I have been extremely busy out here, like super busy. It's been crazy, so I'm just trying my best to make it. You do have Dave and Buster's. Hey Scott, long time no see. Yeah. Oh, they get a little Nomaki Mono. That's a little Japanese for you. It's my favorite animal, a sloth, for some bouldering stuff. I mean, I miss Osaka already. I had a lot of good friends out there, so I'm really sad. I would like to go back. Oh, okay. So this is a pachinko bar. Which, by the way, if you ever go to a pachinko place, never film it. But they have a Terminator 2 pachinko machine, which the best arcade. Hopefully there'll be a Flynn's arcade with a new Tron coaster. Hey, YouTube user, half Japanese. I'm from Japan. Sweet. I'm out in Tokyo now. I mean, like, I used to do this in Kansai. It's amazing how many more people are watching just because the word Tokyo's in it. I remember back in the day, it was like there were a whole Atari games. Yeah, that's for sure. Like back in the day, you go to the arcade and it's like, whoa, this is like a movie, and then you go home and it's like, geez. Yeah, Konami's huge in pachinko. I mean, they did. They were saying like they wanted to make a new Silent Hill game, and they were like putting their effort into Silent Hill, and they made a new Silent Hill pachinko game. That was their effort, which only was released in Japan. For some reason, there's a Peter Pan mural here, which I don't know why, but it is there. And Tokyo Disneyland is pretty far away, so it's just a little strange, I suppose. Well, thanks, DDR USA. USA. Yeah, Konami's been like, I mean, they fired Kojima, who really made the company, and like he couldn't even finish his game. Like that game is well, you know, since now I live in a place that my live stream capabilities are possible. Like I had an old building, like something like this, like something was like 30 or 40 years old that had no like outside connectivity. I might be able to do more live streams sparingly with playing video games. I would really, really, really like to play Enter the Gungeon on live stream, because that is a fun game. Every time I hear, yes, there is a episode of Power Rangers that has them playing pachinko, and they get addicted to it because they had to work with what they had with stock footage. So as you said, yeah, it's like the wacky fun game, whatever. Gamera, I think, is in Korea. He loves children though. There was a movie where Gamera, I think it's like Battle of the Planets or something like that, where Gamera and it was a combo movie between the Korean government and the American government, and they have two kids that go in a submarine and like stop an alien force. There's like a giant nuclear banana thing that comes after them. I think the submarine from that movie is actually at Islands of Adventure in the port of entry, if you guys ever go there. By the way, Makatsum, good to see you. So Tokyo Disney isn't really in Tokyo, is it? No, it's outside of it. Like, you know how Disney is in Orlando, but it's technically in Kissimmee? It's like that. Ugh. I think Suri, I might want to. I want to start working on some fishing in my near future. It's a driving school over there, and over there, I believe that's a Love Hotel because it says Hotel Fanta. Oh, Battle of the Planets. I might be confused with another movie. Battle of the Planets is the one with the hawk people and that dumb robot. My buddy and I, he was, you know, he's a little older. We were watching that together before I left for Japan, like just kind of catching up, and it was terrible. Like it was so hard to watch. It was a hard show to watch. Hi, my car is Japanese. Good to meet your car. It's amazing that the Japanese market took over the it has a big stake in the American car market. Oh, you can't really see it from over there, but there's a sakura right there, cherry blossom. In the near future, I think on Friday I'm going to try to release a new video where I show off a place called Toho Studios. I actually went to where they shot the Godzilla movies and stuff like that, and it's pretty interesting. Out of the things that you can see Godzilla, it's maybe the most difficult to find, but it's out there. It's definitely out there. It's worth it. Wasn't the first anime to come out with Battleship Yamamoto or Astro Boy, which they call Astro Boy Adam out here, by the way. I don't know, how is the weather in Japan? This morning it was rainy, so I got my umbrella with me. I know Dragon's Lair, like, but I don't know anything else. Oh yeah, that's Dragon's Lair. Yeah. That's a classic. Sorry, I got people messaging me, and I have to look at the time. I have to keep an eye on the time because I do have to go sometime soon. But I just wanted to go check out that little arcade and look around. Thanks, guys, for all the comments. Was it a pain to move? Not really. Not really. It was actually pretty easy. I was pretty happy about it. It was a longer process than you imagine because I was constantly working on it. Of course, I'm drinking Ramune soda. It's you know, you don't see those bottles that they package them in America. The one with the little glass thing in the middle of it. That's a rarity. You'll find them in just normal cans. I'm actually on a fast right now of no fast food, no no like beer, no drinks, no sodas and stuff like that. So I'm trying my best to do it pretty good. Good job. Oh, gotcha, man. Okay, I get what you're saying now. Okay. Astro Boy Wright, also Speed Racer. Transistor Z. Okay, my buddy Toko. Whenever we go karaoke, and he sings the Japanese theme song to Transistor Z or whatever it is. Hey, dearie. The glass bead makes loads of yeah until it chokes you. Yeah, it like if you've had enough to drink, it's quite an interesting experience. I am glad I have my sunglasses. Sorry about that. Do have connection problems still, but it's better than what it was. So over here, looks like there's a shrine, and right next to it is a graveyard. I'd imagine that a lot of people probably don't want to live next to a graveyard. There's a lot of taboos about that. So I imagine that these places are kind of cheap because there's a lot of supernatural beliefs in Japan. And I did a whole video on like the 5 superstitions about death, and even talked about Death Note in that. So let me just focus on these graves for really freaking funny, never ending. You're cracking me up. So when you live in Japan, as you probably have noticed, there's not a lot of room for land. So whole families are in these things inside of these tombs, and if you're still alive, they still carve your name on it. They just put your name in red, which means you're still alive. So you should never write someone's name in red ink because it will make them feel like, oh, I'm sorry, you can't even see it. Sorry, you can't even see it. Sorry about that. But when if you write their name in red, it means like, oh, you're saying that you want me to die. There's a lot of things that mean death in Japan though. Like almost everything means death. So that's something that you get used to. Thanks, Papi. Good to see you, man. Thanks for joining. But yeah, these are really dense, and you know they're gonna have multiple people inside of them because they're also very expensive because land, space, anything is super expensive. Also, if you get a house that is super cheap in Japan, or you might be in a ghost house, they have to tell the person that is immediately coming into said domicile that the person died. Someone died in this house, and there are houses that have been like empty for like 20 or 30 years that no one wants to live in. So they put the prices way down on them, and then you're able to go and live in them for cheaper. But usually they all kind of stay that way because not many people are down with living in a ghost house or what they assume could be a ghost house. I can't tell. I'm pretty sure this is a jinja, a shrine. I don't see the kanji for it down there. I don't want to walk too close, but the flowers are beautiful. We're gonna just take a look from the outside. I don't want to film anybody while they're in there. Hey, Kyle's blog, thank you. And I just saw your comment on the other video. Thank you very much, man. You gotta push down the thing. You gotta push the thing down. The ball drops out, and then you drink the ramune. That's how it works. There are very few places in Japan that will actually let you hit that gong. You have to be very either don't donate a lot or go to like a amusement park like my buddy and I went to when we went to um, uh, what is the place called? Tayo Cohen. But man, it's a beautiful day. You're a lifesaver. Okay, I just want to make sure. I can't believe it. I hope you're joking. There's a lot of history out here that I have to look at. That Cosmo, I love these lights. I see Japan is beautiful. Which Texas is nice. Kugong. There's a deleted scene from the original movie that they took from what do you call it? Kung Pao, where the Betty character knocks him in a gong. Woof. Hey, Aben, long time no see. Sorry if the wind is a little strong. That's one thing I've noticed out here, that it is windy as hell. So all the audio from my videos might be a little more windier. What do you get when you cross a bungee cord with an owl? Enough. That's cool. Now, it's 12 o'clock and time for Betty's nap. We don't want to lose any more toes now. I love Kung Pao. It's one of my favorite movies. You know, we used to have Circle K out here, but I don't see them anymore, so I can't say strange things are afoot at the Circle K. But 7-Eleven is known for like the bank stuff that they do. There you go. And you could always say that strange things are afoot at Circle K. I did a small little loop there. That was a nice little trail. I'm gonna start heading out to the train station, but I'll walk with you guys for a minute or two. Just talk and walk. I appreciate you guys staying on. Yeah, I think I'm looking forward to the finality, the last one, the one that will make it a trilogy, because they announced they're going to do it, and I believe years and years they've done that. They said they're going to do it. I'm still here. The buffering does not scare me away. Well, thank you. I'm sorry about the buffering. Looks like Finding Neverland is figuring out what a ramen main tastes like. Push, don't ride. Use two locks. Take your belongings. Do not dart out into the street. Okay, got it. Yeah, so I'm just gonna walk and talk just for a minute. If you guys have any questions, anything you want to say. By the way, I have not seen so many weird vending machines. I did see one that served noodles in a can, so that was different. I have not seen any Gundam movies. They're not my thing. They're someone else's thing, but they're not mine. There are so many. I mean, like that series has been going on for years. This little Shoten guy here, little shopping street. I want to say I have to go down this way, but I'm not sure. I came from this way, I think. Oh, right now I'm just walking around Tokyo, outside of Tokyo, like maybe this place called Tsunashima, something island, I think, but I don't know. Yeah, I'd go see the movie just to see it. But I mean, I would hope that the actors are Japanese, because I mean, they made the series, not them. I mean, like I don't know, maybe I'm a little jaded. I hear that Ghost in the Shell was a really terrible movie, but there's a lot of whitewashing, you know. Godzilla lives in Toho Studios. Like I said, I actually went to the actual company that shot it. and they got Shinjuku. I'm gonna do a like top 4 or 3 things that I can that you like top 4 places you can see Godzilla in Tokyo video, and kind of combine everything I've ever shot and try to get some more Godzilla shots for that in 4K. How many wooks can a woke wait a minute. How many wooks can a wook wake if a wook could wake a wooks? 3. Thank you, Cosmos Personified. I really appreciate that question. Asking some really difficult, tough questions. I appreciate that, man. I know. I'm actually okay. I am looking forward to the Cowboy Bebop show because I like that, and I loved Outlaw Star. I really did like Outlaw Star. That's like the black sheep in that family, in my personal opinion. Well, Cosmos Personified, I appreciate you being here and being personified. All right, guys. The train station's coming right up yonder. I need to get going. So I appreciate you guys joining me and hanging out. It was really cool. As I always say, you can do it, I can do it, we can all do it. Be nice to one another and stay groovy, okay? And by the way, I want to thank you guys for watching, liking, and SNS 3000. Thank you so much or 5,000, 3,000. Thank you for the super chat. That was very nice of you. That's right. That's right. That's right, Cosmos. We are all star stuff, as Carl Sagan would say. We are all things made of stars, billions and billions of stars. All right, guys.